Solo, a Star Wars story has been unveiled for its first public audience, and first reactions have been pouring out onto Twitter. It certainly looks like this highly anticipated film has delivered a rip-roaring adventure, but coming just 5 months after the Rave first reactions to The Last Jedi and the explosive debate that subsequently followed amongst fans, can Solo really deliver something that will please not just newcomers to the Star Wars universe, but also long-time fans? Let's take a look and see. Punch it.
What do you think? Well, what do you know?
It's no secret that Solo was a troubled production, with directors Phil Lord and Chris Miller acrimoniously booted from the film after it became evident that their style of movie making did not mesh with Lucasfilm's vision. But it's looking like Ron Howard managed to right the good starship, even if the Millennium Falcon looks a bit wonky. IGN's Jim Fedgevoda was pleasantly surprised that the film worked as well as it did given all the drama and retooling, and called it good fan service. IGN's Tim Jorgensen agreed, "Don't let the drama and rumours fool you, this is a seriously fun, exciting addition to the Star Wars universe." And Mashable's Chris Taylor expressed his relief, "Oh, thank the maker, it's good, it's so good." Collider Stephen Weintraub called it a blast and a welcome addition to the Star Wars universe. IGN's Jackie Jing had a lot of fun watching it and was completely floored, and watched it on the edge of her seat. Brian Tong went further and thought it was better than a certain other film that came out recently that you may possibly have heard of. Yes, he thought it was better than Infinity War. But not everyone was as effusive with their praise, working as a great reminder, as if we needed one, on how first reactions to The Last Jedi completely failed to predict the divisiveness of that film. Cinema Blend's Eric Eisenberg called Solo fine, and although he liked the film, he did not love it. Collider's Perry Nemiroff said there was fun to be had, but she was not convinced a young Solo film was needed, and felt it lacked enough energy and depth. However, most seem to disagree that it lacked energy, with IO9's Jermaine Lucier calling the film a non-stop adventure packed with way more emotion than you're expecting. People's Cara Warner said fans were in for a friggin' treat, and the film had both a killer cast and offered a great adventure. But the film isn't without its flaws. A few commented that the film was slow to get going. Uproxx's Mike Ryan called the first act hit and miss clunky. Legion of Leia's Jenna Bush agreed that it has a rough start but was still a blast of an adventure, with Donald Glover stealing the movie. IndieWire's Kate Erbland concurred, saying that although it took a bit to find its feet, it totally flies once it kicks in. But probably the question that is highest up on top of the fans' worries is how true to the Star Wars universe and characters Solo is, something that fans highly criticised The Last Jedi for. Thankfully, it looks like we can rest easy. Stephen Weintraub called it a welcome addition to the Star Wars universe, and the Nerdist Jesse Gill addressed the issue head on. If you're looking for a palate cleanser after The Last Jedi, this is it. IGN's Terry Schwartz agreed, saying Solo feels true to what makes Star Wars fun. With rumours about acting coaches, Alden Ehrenreich's ability to step into the shoes of one of the most iconic characters in the history of cinema was called into question. But it looks like these difficulties were highly exaggerated. There was a huge amount of praise for his performance, with him carrying off the role with aplomb. Mike Ryan said that after 30 minutes his brain had adjusted to seeing Alden as Han. Stephen Weintraub thought that Alden was perfectly cast in his role. Yahoo Entertainment's Kevin Palowy agreed, saying he was super impressive as Han. And Mashable's Angie Han said that Alden was the real deal. The Rap's Humberto Gonzalez put it plain and simple: Alden Ehrenreich is Han Solo. But praise wasn't just restricted to Alden, with many praising the whole cast, particularly Donald Glover, with Tom Jorgensen saying he was equally great as Lando. Perfect as expected was Rotten Tomatoes' Joel Mears' verdict. Concerning visual effects, it's very reassuring to see that Holo doesn't seem to have fallen into the glossy CGI trap of the prequels. Chris Taylor calls it the grungiest, most grunt-level blue-collar Star Wars ever, and Screenrun's Rob Keyes called it the most real-looking film in the franchise. So, how does Solo rank in the pantheon of Star Wars films? Although Collider's Dennis Tseng enjoyed enough of the film, he said it would never be one of his favourite Star Wars films. But for Nerdist Michelle Buchman, The film hit all the right spots and she ranked it her favourite of the new Star Wars films. Finally, I'm sure you already know, but always worthy of a reminder, do yourselves a favour and listen to ABC's Clayton Sandell, who loved the film. Stay off the internet, he warns, and avoid spoilers.
I got a really good feeling about this.
Thank you for watching. Click the Final Frontier icon to subscribe. Please subscribe for more first reaction videos, life stories of the biggest heroes and villains in science fiction, as well as updates on the movies and shows you simply must not miss. Please share and like as we boldly explore the strange new worlds of science fiction.